something very unfortunate is going on. And I spoke about this the other day because I witnessed it. And I have been witnessing it time and time again. We're developing a society of sensitive men. And I don't mean that in a good way. I think it's good to be sensitive as a human being, as a man. But there's a right way to do things. And the particular issue that I'm referring to is the fact that decisiveness is apparently becoming an aggressive act to a lot of people, to a lot of men. Now, I understand that there is aggressiveness in this world, and some of us can get defensive around it. But there's a line. There's aggression, and then there's decisiveness. They are not one and the same. They are... you have to be able to differentiate the two, because they can appear similar. Being decisive can ruffle some feathers in the wrong environments. I know that. It's always been that way. But way too many men, from women, I would expect it. I'm not judging anybody. It's just the way we're different, men and women, and there are certain things that you expect or allow from certain people that you can't allow from others. This being one of them. Okay, when somebody's being decisive, I think we know that to be a positive quality, right? We know that it accomplishes things, but we don't like to be around it, right? When we're being indecisive, we don't like somebody decisive coming into the picture because it makes us feel inadequate, perhaps. It makes us feel... We frame it and we justify the our negative reaction by seeing that decisive behavior as an affront, as an insult of some kind. But in reality, we're being made to face our own inadequate nature in that moment, in that particular situation, in that scenario. If I'm being indecisive, if I'm not knowing what to do, and somebody comes around and takes charge, or simply makes a choice and leads things in a particular direction, right? You know, takes an active role, then I'm gonna be made to feel less. It's not that this person is necessarily intending to make me feel that way. Maybe they are. Don't get me wrong. I've been known to do that. I've been known to be a bit of a jerk about how I treat people when they're being painfully indecisive. And I know other people do that sometimes. I'm not denying that. But at some point, you really need to... You need to get your ego out of the equation. You need to uncrumble your panties. Guys, I'm not talking to the girls, I'm talking to the guys. Get your panties out of that bunch and figure out what you're doing wrong. This is not a blame game. I'm not trying to blame anybody. I'm just saying you need to take accountability. Okay, I personally, I know it's hard, but personally, I've noticed a lot of improvement in my life stemming directly from the times when I have chosen to become accountable. When I have chosen to take the blame on and actually take it, not just say it, not just tell myself, but actually take the blame Even when I thought that it wasn't my fault, even when I thought somebody else was to blame, I chose to take the responsibility because, even if it didn't seem right, because it allowed me to take charge. It allowed me to take control of the situation. It's funny how that works. When you appropriate blame, believe it or not, you get a positive result for yourself and, of course, for the people around you. We get really busy nowadays throwing the blame on somebody else because apparently that's the thing to do. It makes no sense, but we do it anyway because we don't stop to think. Or maybe we do stop to think and we think a little too much. Maybe we really logic the fuck out of the situation when we shouldn't do that, when we should just learn to let go and to move on and to be kind and all that good nonsense, right? All that good stuff. Instead we choose to hold on to resentments and to try to frame everything around logic and to find somebody to blame. And that's our problem. We really, as illogical as it may seem, take the blame. Just take the blame. You'll feel a lot better. Trust me. You'll feel a lot better. You will learn to swallow your pride when you realize what you can get out of it. It's very opportunistic. It's very selfish to take the blame sometimes. It really can be.